I believe that there are three things that are very important in this race, and I don't know that any of my other opponents are talking about it. First is access to justice. Most people can't afford to come into court. We need to change that. How do we change that? We need Sacramento to kick back the money that they took from us over the past 5 years. The Superior Court has lost over $600 million in the past 5 years. I've been on the San Diego County Bar Committee that's been talking to all the legislators, trying to change that. We need, there's another issue that judges can do, and that's interpreters. That's very near and dear to my heart. The majority of my clients don't speak English, they speak Spanish. The court wants to change the interpreter system so that there's one central office, maybe in LA, maybe in Fresno, and they do it all by phone. We can't do that. Whatever savings they think they're going to have, they're going to lose because it's going to take more time to do that instead of having live interpreters in court. I think that it's very important to have an independent running for this office. I was telling a lot of people before, I'm a declined state, I'm not a Democrat, and I'm not a Republican. If you were, there's a democratically endorsed candidate in this race. If you're a Republican going into court and the judge finds against you, what's the first thing you're going to say? That judge found against me because I'm a Republican. I think that's a big problem in a judicial race. That's what Republicans calling right now. That's a big problem in a judicial race. That's a big problem in a judicial race, I think, because I know, as I know Genevieve knows, most of us that are on the other side of the street go up in front of Republican judges all the time. It's not a good feeling. You need somebody who's independent, somebody who has integrity, and that's what I represent. I'm running for Superior Court, and I hope I have your vote, and I hope I get a chance to talk to all of you.
What's your third thing?
Forgot.
I'll tell you.
Romney.
I'm a lawyer as well, and I work with Victor and La Raza Lawyers of San Diego. And, you know, he said not only diversity in terms of color of our skin, but color of our thoughts. Because you need to respect other people. Sometimes I find myself going to court and trying to say hello to Hispanic lawyers that I know, and they're like, oh, hi. Like, why can't you say, hey, what's up, buddy? Well, there are very few people who know who they are and who can say hello to everybody. Victor's one of them. Marco Torres is another one of them. Lots of people are like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Because we're people of color, and we're afraid that we're looked down on, you know. And Victor has always accepted everybody. He's very fair. And I wish he wins. And like Genevieve and Dave, who have this, they want to bring justice to everybody. You know, it sounds like a cliche, but if you're a black kid, they don't respect you, and they treat you poorly. They call it white privilege. Sometimes I tell my friends, use your privilege. They're like, what is privilege? Privilege is when you get probation for something you haven't done. Privilege is when you don't get put on a gang list, and you shouldn't, because you're not of color. Because you're white.
Because you're white.
Because you're
You don't
white.
get put on the gang list because you're
And
white.
once you start putting
You won't
all these,
offend me. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah,
and they start,
We're using our privilege to
they
host.
start, I mean,
Yeah, you get it. You get it.
you know, even within the Hispanic community, the lighter shades of brown treat people poorly. So anyhow, I just want to say that because we all need to help Genevieve, Victor, and Dave, and who else was here? But we need to help them, and we need to work our asses off.
Yep.
You know, they have these inclusive, government is for everybody, not just for the privileged.
I remember the third thing.
Make it quick.
I've been training for this job for 10 years. I've been volunteering as a temporary judge in Superior Court, listening to small claims cases. I learned something about the system. Somebody's going to lose and somebody's going to win. I hate when judges split the baby. Somebody's got to win, somebody's got to lose. if you're not able to tell somebody why they're losing and look them in the eye and explain it to them, you're doing something wrong. And that's what I do. So thanks for listening.